friends, it's Amanda here, and today we're going to be doing some eye looks with this new Coast to Coral palette from ColourPop. I'll also show you a little application demo with the cheek products from this coral collection. I really like the formula and the performance of all of these products. If you want some more info about these products and the rest of this coral collection, I have a whole swatch and review video that's already been posted on my channel. I'll also link that down in the description box if you want to check that out. It's got lots of comparisons, all my thoughts, all the info. Today we're just going to be focusing on some looks with these products. I'm going to show you two different eye looks using this Coast to Coral palette. I think it seems like it would be really one note shade wise, but I do have two very different looks that I got from this palette. Of course, one that I'm wearing today. This is the same look I was wearing in my review video. And I do want to show you something a little bit softer, lighter, definitely easier, and probably more of that quick go-to, throw it on kind of everyday eyeshadow. So I'm going to start with my cheeks and then I'll show you the two different eye looks with this palette and I'll wrap up all my thoughts at the end. I'm going to start with the cheek products first because I'm wearing the same products in both eye looks. So first I'm just applying this Shook to the Coral blush, and I like to lightly apply a little bit and then sort of build up as needed. Next I'm using the Coastin highlighter. My favorite way to apply Super Shock products is with my finger. So I just put a little bit on my ring finger and I'm sort of gently wiping it. I don't really tap. I sort of gently wipe over the areas that I want to highlight. And this works really nicely without disrupting the makeup underneath. Now we're going to start on some eye looks. First, the softer look, and I'm going to prep my eyes the same way as I always do with my MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly. Next, I'm using Crush. This is a very pale peachy pink matte shade. I'm putting that into the crease and I'm just sort of building that up because it is a very light color, and this is my transition shade. Next, I'm using Keep Swimming on a small fluffy brush. I'm packing that onto the outer part of the eye, and this shade does pack quite the punch, so it doesn't really take much. Also blending that up into the crease area, then going back for a little additional blend with no product. Now I'm taking the shade called The Keys, and I'm using my finger to just gently tap that onto the rest of my eyelid for a little shimmer. Curled my lashes and added my Huda Beauty Legit lashes. This is my second tube of this mascara. I'm really enjoying it, just side note. And that's it for this really easy, quick, soft, very pretty eye look. This is the kind of thing that I can imagine I would just throw on quickly if I had 10 minutes to get ready, and I think it looks really cute and really pulled together nonetheless. Now for a little bit more in-depth eye look, this is the look I was wearing in my review video. Of course, prepping my eyes the same way with my MAC paint pot. Then I'm gonna go in with a mixture of Crush and Anemone. I used Crush to just tone down this Anemone shade just a little bit because it is quite bright, and I just want to start with a softer look and then add more colors as I go instead of going straight in with a super bright, bold pop from the very beginning. Next, I'm using the shade Queensland. This is going on a small flat brush, little detail brush, and I'm tapping that onto the outer part and the inner part of my lid to create a little spotlight, shadowy type of shape on the eye. Then I'm going to use Angelfish on a small pencil brush and smudge that along the lower lash line to give this look some balance on the lower part of the eye. Next, I'm going in with the deepest shade in the palette. This one's called Drop Off, and I'm going back to just deepen up the very outer and very inner parts where I started creating that spotlight eye type of shape. Then I'm going back with my original crease combo and really blending everything out. I want this to be nice and smooth, no sharp edges. Now I'm using Diver and I'm applying this with my finger, just tapping that right onto the very center of the eye and filling in all of the blank space I left there. And for an additional shiny pop, I'm using Atoll and I'm putting that right in the very center of the lid and also a little bit on the inner corner for that bright highlight. Then I curled my lashes, added my Huda Beauty Legit lashes, and that finishes off this look. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I was afraid that I wouldn't get enough variation in the shades to create a dynamic eye look, and overall I think that it turned out really nicely. Everything blended easily and I think it looks really great on the eyes. I really like both of the eye looks that I came up with using this Coast to Coral palette. My go-to look is probably going to be something in between these two. Not quite as complex as this spotlight style eye, but with a little bit more depth than the first eye look I showed you. We're not getting a ton of colors in here. I'm not expecting to get a huge number of very diverse looks from this palette. I do think this is going to be a great little go-to palette for a lot of folks out there. And overall, I've been really happy with it. Shade-wise, formula-wise, it applies well, it blends well, it wears well. So I'm very happy with this palette. However, if you already watched my full collection review, then you know the Super Shock highlighter in the shade Coastin' is my favorite thing from this collection. I love this glow. It's right in between a soft lit from within glow and a really bright, shiny metallic highlighter. It's just the perfect in between. I love the way it looks. It's not too bright that it looks unnatural, but it's not so soft that you can't tell that I'm wearing highlighter. I'm a huge fan of the Super Shock highlighter formula to begin with, so it's no wonder I really, really like this one. I would love to hear what you think about this collection. Which one of these looks was your favorite? Also, make sure you go and check out the review on this collection if you haven't seen that yet. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I used to do so much work straightening my hair and now I'm just like letting it live its curly life. It kind of does have a life of its own, but this is just where we're at. Just gotta deal with it. You know, where to work, where to school, if you go to work or school. Look at that nail matching game. Oh yes. So good. Painted my nails this morning specifically to film this video. That's dedication right there. Came up with How much of this is just me rambling without making any sense? Because as long as it's 50% or less, then I'm fine. I washed my hair hours ago and it's still wet. I just don't do anything to it. I don't blow dry it. I don't flat iron it. I barely even like comb it. I just let it live. I just let it flow. Seems to be working. Look how cute these cheeks look. Oh my gosh. Like honestly, I'm wearing that Tower 28 bronzer that everybody was raving about and I just totally missed the boat on. This one, oh my gosh, it's really, actually really awesome. It was so shimmery I was afraid that I wouldn't like it, but I love it. I love shimmery cheeks, so I don't know what the hang up was. Everybody tells us bronzer is not supposed to be shimmery, so I don't know. But anyway, this is amazing. I think it looks really cute. Okay, I'm gonna go make some dinner now because I'm hungry. Also, it's after 6 p.m. so it might be time for an adult beverage. I've been working a lot today, so ready to relax, have some food, have an adult beverage. You know, I hope that you have a great evening. I'm gonna go relax. I hope you do the same. And I hope you're having a nice day. And if nobody has told you this yet today, I love your face. And I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.